I've got
Yesterday or the day before that, I don't remember, Jared went and laid the string for the fence for the big garden. So hopefully here soon he'll start working on that. But I went through and started putting down stakes for where the beds will end up going. That I'm really glad that I did, because it showed us how many beds we can actually build in this space. And I've had a lot of people and Jared ask me, why are we building raised beds? And the biggest reason is our ground. We have Georgia red clay, right? And so that means that it is super. It holds water, maybe a little too well, but once it's soaked, all that water just runs off. And then it's so compacted that you can't get anything through it except a tiller. And that's not what we want to do. And we've tried for the last 3 years to put organic matter back into the soil to be able to get it going. And that's not working either. And so we decided that we could fight a battle for the next however many years until we could get the soil where we wanted it, or we could just put in raised beds. And since I prefer raised beds, we're going with raised beds. Is it better to do in-ground gardening? I'm the type of person that start where you're at, do what you can, and do what works for you. And if the only way that you're going to get into the garden is because it's pretty and it's got, clean lines and it's, containerized and all that, go for it. I don't care. I'm not going to be the one that sits there and tells you have to garden a certain way. If you're in the garden, if you've got a garden, that's all I care about. That being said, I do feel like it's better to work the soil in the ground until the ground is healthy, until the soil in the ground is healthy. I completely agree. But sometimes you don't have that option. I have to feed my family. So if spending the money on raised beds is where it goes, all right, cool. The other thing is I really like raised beds. I prefer raised beds. I prefer a raised bed garden. That's where my heart is. And so that's what I'm going to do. If you don't like it, don't do it. It's that simple. But I'm actually going to shoot a video on what we're doing with the soil here in a minute. So stand by.